So this is Professor Hasif Iqbal. So we'll continue our discussion of feedback topology. So in a previous session we discussed a voltage amplifiers, which is a series shunt feedback topology. So today we'll discuss here shunt series feedback topology, which is a current amplifiers. So here the input is applied to the basic amplifier is a current. The input current is amplified in the form of output current. So applied input current is II here, the II which is applied input current for the basic current amplifier, and I0 is the output current at the output, right? So here in this topology, right, in this topology the sample of I0 is taken at the input in the form of IF by feedback network. Feedback network samples the I0 and produce the feedback current IF, which is given in series with the which is taken in parallel with the IS, in shunt with the IS, which is applied at the input in shunt with the input current source. So therefore here the current which is flowing into the basic current amplifier II, the current which is going here is the current which is coming here minus the current this. You can see clearly here the current is coming is IS, which is applied current, right, and it is divided into two current. One current is here, another current is here. The current which is flowing here is the input current II, right, and the current flow here is IF. So therefore IS minus this IF is the input current II, right, IS minus IF, right. And this topology you can see here the output is connected, the feedback network connected to the output is in series. You see in series, it is in series, right? Okay, so it is clearly, you can see it is in series, right? And the feedback network connected at the input is in parallel, right? You see the in parallel, right? This is parallel connection, shunt connection. So therefore this we called a shunt at the input, right, series at the output, shunt series feedback network, shunt series feedback network, right? We you see shunt series feedback, right? This is you can see here the current is sampling and the current is mixing. Current is sampling at the output, current is mixing at the input. So therefore current mixing, current sampling topology. It is also called current mixing, current sampling topology, right? Here so one more thing is the input resistance here is reduces due to the feedback because of shunt connection, right, at the input. The output resistance is increases because of the feedback network here, because the series connection at the output. I told you that if there is a series connection the resistance increases, if there is a shunt connection resistance at that point is a decreases. So since it is shunt connection here, the resistance at the input of, that is input resistance of basic current amplifier is reduces. The here the output resistance of amplifier is increases. So this proof we can see with the help of derivation that is in the later sections. Okay, so example of this type of topology is given here. You can see here. So IS is the source current source which is we are applying at the at the source terminal of transistor Q1, right? Also the source, at the source we connected the RF, which is the feedback network from the output, right, from this output. So output current we are taking here from the output to the input. Input is applying here. We are connecting in a resistor RF, which forms the feedback network, right? Here you can see, if so here input to this amplifier is II, right, and the output current we are getting is I0, and you can see IS is flowing in this here at this point, right, and it is from this point the two currents is going. So according to Kirchhoff's current law, we can clearly say that, right, IS is the sum of II and IF, II plus IF, or in other words we can say that the current II is nothing but IS minus IF, IS minus IF. So therefore increase in IS will increase in II, right, increase in IS will increase in II, right? Are you getting my point? Yeah, II is IS minus IF, you can see, right? So here increase in IS will increase in II. So now II is the current which is flowing from source to drain, right? So we already discussed that when the current flow from drain to source is a more, the impedance between drain and source is less, hence the voltage at the drain is less. But here the current is flow in the reverse direction from source to drain, so therefore the impedance between drain and source is more, right, impedance more, hence the voltage at the drain is more. The current flow from drain to source, the voltage at the drain should be less. Since the current flow here from source to drain in the reverse direction, the voltage at the drain is more. Since the voltage at the drain is more, you see this is P channel FET. P channel FET is a reverse of N channel FET. For the P channel FET, if the voltage at the gate is increases, this conduct less. If the voltage at the gate is decreases, this conducts more. So since the voltage at the drain is increases here, the P channel FET conducts less. Since it is conduct less, the current I0 which flow here is reduced, right? So therefore I0 is reduced. Since the I0 is reduced, the I0 is the current flow to IL and the this and also it will flow through the RM, right? So from I0 flow to the RL, also flow to the RM. So therefore this, since this current is reduced, the voltage across RM is reduced. Since the voltage across RM is reduced, the current IF is increased here. Current IF is increased. Why? Because the voltage at this point is reduced. We know that the potential difference at this point is greater than the potential difference at this point. Then the current flow from this to this, which is IF here, right? So since the potential voltage here at this point is reduced, right, is reduced, the potential difference between these is increased. This point having more potential, further more potential than this compared to this, because the voltage here is reduced, hence more current will flow here. So therefore IF is increased, right? Since IF is increased, we can clearly indicate that increase in IS causes increase in IF, hence it is negative feedback. Understood? Hence it is negative feedback. So since it is increase in IF, right, if increase in IF, right, causes decrease in II, because IS we are not changing, the once II is decreased, right, so this voltage is also decreased, hence the conduction is also decreased, the more current will be flow here, the current is increased here, right. The initial increase in initial decrease in I naught will be managed or compensated by increasing the I naught, right, so by IF, right. So therefore here we can clearly say that the increase in IS, increase in IF, so therefore it is a negative feedback. Understood, right? So this is about a current amplifier, right? We'll go for next, transconductance amplifier. So transconductance amplifier, here we are applying input as a voltage and we are taking output as a current, right? So you can see that here gain is current divided by voltage. Current divided by voltage is transconductance, conductance it is. So therefore we can say that this is a transconductance amplifier, here transferring the conductance, right, because of the output is current, input is voltage. So therefore you can see the here output current is sampled, right, here current sampling we are doing, and sampled output current is converted into the voltage VF, which is giving in series with the VS. Means here sampling the current, mixing the voltage. So therefore this network we also called a voltage mixing and current sampling amplifier, voltage mixing and current sampling amplifier. So here you can see at the input also we connected series, at the output is also we are connecting in series. So therefore this is series feedback topology. This is also called as series feedback. All right. So since here input at the input is also series, at the output is also series, hence the input resistance, output resistance both are increased. All right. Okay. So so let's we will verify here several practical network of series feedback is given here, right. You can see here we are applying input as a voltage source Vs, and right for that the amplifier we are taking Vi as a its input, Vi as a input voltage, and it is giving the I0 as a output voltage across the RL, right. So you see this feedback network, when Vs is increased, Vs is connecting to the inverting amplifier. Since Vs is increased, since it is connected to the inverting amplifier, right, definitely inverting amplifier, right, causes the output is to be reduced. Output of this amplifier is reduced because it is inverting amplifier. When Vs is increased, this will decrease. When this will decrease, since it is p channel FET, this is conduct less, sorry, this is conduct more because it is p channel FET. The conduction of p channel, when the voltage at the gate is getting decreased, will conduct more. If it is conduct more, means there is a more current flow between source and drain. When the more current flow between source and drain, means I0 is the current flow between source and drain, hence I0 is increased. If I0 is increased, right, I0 is which is flowing through the RL as well as RF, so therefore I0 is also increasing the current through the RF. Since the current through the RF is increases, the voltage at the RF is increases, which is feedback voltage VF, which is fed backing to the inverting terminal here, right? It is clearly shows that here Vs minus Vf, right? Here Vs minus Vf is a Vi, right? So you see the plus and minus terminals for Vi, right? Indication for Vi. So therefore the feedback voltage which is drop across the RF is increased due to increase in I naught. Hence once Vs is increased, Vf is also increased. See, this is negative feedback. Similarly, if you increase the Vs, you can see this network also. If you increase the Vs, right, you see this loop here. From this loop it is clearly showing that the Vs here is sum of Vi and Vf. If you apply the KVL for this loop, right, so which will give you Vi, the Vi which is get to source voltage of transistor Q1 is equal to Vs minus Vf, right? So therefore when Vs is increased, this Vi is increased. When this Vi is increased, this the N channel FET will conduct more, hence more current will flow here. Since more current will flow here, the voltage is reduced at the drain here. When voltage at the reduce at the drain here, which is applied to the gate of the P channel in FET, since the voltage at the gate of P channel FET of transistor P channel FET transistor Q2, right, causes this transistor to operate more. If this is operate more, I naught is increased. Current flow between source and drain is increased, which is I naught, which is also flowing through the RF. Hence the current through the RF is increased. Since the current through RF is increased, Vf is also increased. When Vs is increased, Vf is also increased. In reverse direction, if you see Vs is reduced, this will reduce, this will reduce, this will reduce the conduction of Q1, and which causes increase in drain at this point, which is the gate of Q2. Hence the gate of Q2 is increases, then P channel is conduct less, I naught is reduced. Since I naught is reduced, the current at, across RF is reduced. Since the current across RF is reduced, the voltage, feedback voltage which is across RF is also reduced. Reduction in Vs, reduction in Vf. So final is the trans resistance amplifier. In the trans resistance amplifier is a reverse of transconductance. Here we are applying input as a current and we taking output as a voltage. So therefore the gain you can see here, voltage divided by current. So voltage divided by current, you know that V by I is a resistance, so we called it is trans resistance amplifier, right? So here it will take input as a current and gives output as a voltage. So therefore output voltage, right, here sampled, here the output voltage is a taken as a sample voltage to produce a feedback current IF, which is fed at the input, right, fed at the input in shunt with the applied input current Is. So therefore you can see here the output voltage, sampled output voltage taken by the feedback network is in shunt with the load resistance RL. So therefore there is a shunt connection at the output and there is a shunt connection at the input also. So therefore this topology we called a shunt feedback topology, right? Or this here you can see we are mixing the current, means current IF is mixed with the IS, and here we are sampling the voltage V0, right? So therefore this amplifier we called a current mixing voltage sampling amplifier. Okay, so here both side it is a shunt, so therefore input resistance and output resistance both are decreases due to the feedback network. And see here three different type of networks are given. as an example, practical example for this shunt feedback topology. All right, so let's we see this example of shunt feedback topology. So in the first circuit, where we are giving Is as a input current to the op-amp. Here op-amp inverting terminal, at the inverting terminal we are applying the Is, right? So here you can see the Is current flow through this terminal is divided into two current, IF and II, right? IF and II. So hence the Is is the sum of IF and II. So we can say that in other words, we can say that II, the current flow into the op-amp inverting terminal, II is Is minus IF. Clearly from the KCL, if you apply the KCL at this point, you will get II is equal to Is minus IF, right? If Is is increased, definitely the II will increase, which is flowing to the inverting terminal of the op-amp, right? This since this is at the inverting terminal, it is increased, right? This will decrease the output voltage V0, right? Because the current at the inverting terminal is increased, so therefore the output voltage is decreased. If the output voltage is decreased, you can clearly see that the current IF which is flow through the RF feedback network, right, which is the feedback network connected between this point and this point at the inverting terminal, right? Since this point, and the current IF direction flowing from this point to this point, since the voltage at this point is decreases, hence the more current will flow from this point to this point, because the potential at this point is decreases and the potential at this point is as it is. So therefore the current flow from this point to this point will increase if the output voltage will decrease. If the voltage at this point is decreased, which is output voltage, hence IF is increased here. Increase in Is causes IF to increase. In a similar fashion, you can see this network, when you increase the Is, causes II to increase. If II to increase, right, since this current is going from source to drain here, right, so therefore the drain of this FET will increase. If this is increased, right, so this is also a N channel FET, and it will conduct more. If this is conduct more, if this is a conduct more current flow between this, right, hence the resistance is reduced, the output voltage will decrease, right? Since the output voltage will decrease, the current flow from this point to this point will increase, which is IF, right? So therefore hence the voltage, the current flow from this point to this point is IF. Since this voltage is decreased, the more current will flow here, the IF, hence increase in Is causes increase in IF. In similar fashion, when you increase the Is, II is increased. You can see here we are using BJT, that is NPN BJT. Since this voltage is this current is increased, that is the base current for Q1, right? This conducts more. When this conducts more, the more current will flow here between the collector and emitter. Hence this collector current will get reduced, means collector voltage will get reduced. The voltage at this point is get reduced. Since it is get reduced, again one more BJT of NPN type we are using, Q2, which is conduct less. Since this is conduct less, the voltage the current flow here is reduced, right? Since the current flow here is reduced, the output voltage will get reduced. Since the output voltage get reduced, the current flow from this point to this point will increase, which is IF. Hence the feedback current IF is increased when Is is increased. So therefore this is we can clearly see the diagrams for final resistance amplifier, right? So here you can see in the different example for the resistance amplifier. Input applied is current Is and output we are taking in voltage V0. Actual current which is going here is II, right? As a input, right? Our applied is Is, but in the amplifier it is going II. II is here amplified, and output voltage we are getting in V0. So therefore it is trans resistance which takes the input as a current and gives the output as a voltage, right? So we'll continue the further topics in a next session. Till then, take care. Bye.